Hello everyone. This is Negative Entities 101 course. I just want to share a little bit of my experience with negative entities and what they can do. I'll put a second video in, and in that so this is leading up to being attacked by a negative entity, and my next video is being I got attacked by a negative entity, and it was a very positive outcome of that event, but I'll leave that to my next video. So in summary, this is what they can do, and the lessons I have learnt up until the next video. So what negative entities can do is, you are at a certain vibration, and negative entities are normally at a lower vibration. There are higher level negative entities, higher vibration negative entities, but we'll just cover how this works for now. So you have a negative entity, you have you, and your vibration level is governed a lot on your thought patterns, your how happy you are, following your desires, following things that resonate with you, so how you raise your vibration is to think things that make you happy. There's if you want to learn how to raise your vibration, there's a video from Teal Swan. That's probably the best way to go. So negative thoughts, so they give you negative thoughts, and so an example of that is, I was driving a Moxie on a mine site, and in Australia there's lots of kangaroos, and on the mine site a bunch of kangaroos come in front of me. Well, there was a little joey there, and I ran over the joey, and it made me feel really bad. Anyway, the next day we got there, and I was travelling, I was in my truck again, more kangaroos, and I got the thought, let's run over another one. And I'm like, what the hell? That was not me. I just finished feeling bad the rest of the afternoon from running over, a little baby kangaroo, or joey, and then I had this thought to run over another one. So then I knew there was a negative entity attached, and I was because it was not my thought. So when a negative entity may raise their vibration to meet yours, or get you to lower your vibration, and it kind of melds with you a little bit, and their thoughts and desires mix in with yours. But you don't have to follow their thoughts and desires, but they come to you as well. So what's another example? I guess I was having a lot of fights with an ex. I was really pushed hard. She was pushing me hard to hit her, and I guess that negative entity was was there for a long time, so it was pushing me to hit her as well. So even when you're pushed really hard to be violent, or push really hard to do something you shouldn't do, and that's how one way you know that it's a negative entity. You also know you shouldn't do that, but your thoughts and desires push you that way, but you also know that you shouldn't. So you know it's them, really, if that happens. So anyway, so yeah, instead of punching my ex, I threw a bottle through the wall, which doesn't sound great, but yeah. So anyway, so there's that. So you buy these negative thoughts. Are being controlled a lot. I'll get to that, how they're controlling me later. Yeah, so kind of that's a lesson in itself, is that you can detect them by that simple thing of realising that some thoughts aren't your own. Some thoughts come from guides and your higher self, trying to lead you in the right way. They don't do that, I don't think, so much, but the negative entities for sure can, yeah, they do that. But I suppose the thing I want to add here, don't be paranoid about it. It will be obvious that it's a negative entity by something that's against what you normally would think. So you can really, they will make it obvious, to the point where you will realise you have a negative entity there. So don't be paranoid about your thoughts at all. What else they can do is, so that 1 and 2, thoughts and desires, so that's 1 and 2 for what they can do. Number 3, they can use negative situations and negative emotions. So for the last 5 years, I've been really lonely. Been living on my own, been working in remote places in Queensland and mining for work, and I've been feeling really lonely. So I've been getting a lot of negative thoughts around that loneliness, keep me at a lower vibration, and I know that I'm definitely involved with doing that. I hung on to that from past life karma, so it was also myself pushing me. You know, I was paying for that, but learnt my lessons, paid my dues, and I'm coming out of that. Learnt to be happy just on my own, which is a really hard lesson to do, because a lot of people feel like they need someone there, and it has been hard, but I'm happy now. So what else they can do? They can also use others. Now, I don't know how this works exactly, but I had a reading last week, say 2 weeks ago now, about trading currencies. I'm trying to get into trading currencies. I've spent 3 years on it now, and I haven't really started because I'm still writing a program. Now, she was very negative. She said, this is like months I'm seeing, you're going to lose, make a lot of money, lose, make a lot of money. And she was very negative, and I really picked up on that. I don't know, I'm learning to be psychic, and I get feelings from people a lot easier now, so I don't know. So I think negative entities were really involved with that, because I felt really down about that. It made me think whether I should be doing it anymore. So that psychic lady, she either didn't surround herself in white light and ground properly or something, and they used her to give me the negative impression about the training, or I picked up from her, because she wasn't really that negative, but to me she was. She was saying I was going to lose, win. She made it very obvious that it was negative, but the negative entity could be pushing that that situation, I guess. So they either use others or that situation, and they push the negative feelings harder onto you, because I felt like they were involved with that. I always got told that was more her view on it, but her view, so they either used her view of my trading or negative entity used the feelings I picked up and increased it. So I guess just want to see those lessons, negative thoughts, negative situations, negative other things occur. What you really need to do is my lesson 2 would be to try and raise your general vibration in general. There are higher vibration negative entities, but worry about that later. They are less dramatic, I guess. The higher level ones. So you basically, if you have a lower vibration negative entity and you moved your vibration up to here, I mean, whereas they could raise their vibration a little bit and get to you and then meld with you, if you raise your vibration even more, you're out of alignment with them. And even if they do try to mix with you, you definitely see a difference between your thoughts and their thoughts. So it just wouldn't work. They wouldn't be able to attach themselves. So just in general, try and raise your vibration. Your vibration is your happiness, following your desires. So if someone was talking about something like a new job, a new career, or a course or something, and it really resonates with you, that idea makes you really happy, well, that's an idea that your higher self or your guides and that desire that resonates with you, it means that that's what you should be doing. So that's something, that you should be doing in your life, and that would be raising your vibration. I just want to mention here interesting thing that I had. I had a reading with Ivan Teller and Yeshua come through. Now, I had a lot of blockages with my online trading currencies I'm trying to do, and there's 2 types of blockages, and I could really feel the difference. One was a total block, and that was every time I was thinking about getting back with my ex, and I guess the negative entities were dramatizing my loneliness sometimes, and I think that I'd get back with her, and my son, so they'd push that onto me. But every time that happened, my trading I couldn't do my trading. Couldn't even sit at the computer and turn it on. Like, it'd just be totally blocked. And I asked if that was her lessons and me making money with my trading just didn't link up, and he said yes, but it's also her vibration level, not level, but her vibration and my trading don't link up as well, like her lessons. It's just the whole thing there, so it gets totally blocked if ever I thought to get back with her. So that, and negative entities would use that. So they were using my emotions and then that situation, yeah. Because the main thing is the negative entities I found out they want to block my trading because it's going to be a positive, create a positive effect for a lot of people. Because I'm just learning to do psychic stuff, and I want to help a lot of others do it. And apparently I'm going to have the money and be able to fund projects to help people with it. And a little bit of travelling the world and that sort of stuff. I've had a lot of tests regarding that, but so I guess after that reading I've been thinking all week of I'll have to fight this negative entity, and the lesson here is lesson 3. That the lesson was that I was wearing a hoodie like this, and I had my son around, and I was probably playing a little bit, and it flicked, the little bit of string flicked up and hit me in the eye, and it hurt, and I was crying, tears are welling up, and basically just at the same time that I thought that I could fight this entity. Now, the thought come in after that experience was that the thought was that no, you don't need to fight it. If you frightened it and hurt it a little bit, it's going to run. It's just no different from you. So that's that lesson there. These entities aren't going to fight to the death. You scare them, they're gone. So that was the lesson. That was a lesson that I had to cop a bit of string in the eye to learn, but that was the lesson. Thank you very much. Blessings. I just want to add here that with my trading, apart from the total blockage, when I was thinking about getting back with my ex, there was another type of blockage that was totally separate, and the second type of blockage was I would get it to my computer, and the thing what the alert the negative entities were doing was sat at my computer, and I'd feel like I have to have a coffee to be able to do my work, and so I'd get a coffee, I'd sit back down and felt like, okay, I forgot I had to do something else. So negative entities were really blocking me by distracting me with a lot of things, and and I also I don't know, I was wanting to eat all the time. I felt like I had to have something sweet and coffee, and everything had to be just right for me to sit down at my computer and just do my trading. And then I had that, as well as I had that bad psychic reading with the lady who was negative towards my trading. So that made me feel like, is my desire to do my trading real? Like, is that should I be made that desire go away to do my trading for a little while? So negative entities were putting up a lot of blockages to do my trading. But that was a lot of blockages. I could still do it little bits. I was doing little bits all the time still. But with my ex, that was a total block. And I'd just like to add also that the whole lesson with the string in the eye and negative entities, that it was kind of a lesson that you don't need to fight them. Not it, and like I did say, you can just frighten them and they'll go away. But the thing is, you don't have to fight them to make them go away. It's you can really just say, I'm aware that you're there. I don't want your presence anymore. Go away. Yeah, you can. You've learnt your lessons. Move on to someone else. So you don't require their presence anymore. I do not want you. I do not need you around anymore. I don't want you anymore. Send them love, thank them, and thank them for the experience, thank them for your lessons. Send them love, very high vibration things which I think annoys them, and that will keep them away. Yeah, so so that third lesson was, you don't need to fight them. You just be aware that they're there, that they can't control you anymore, and they'll give up. So anyway, thank you very much.